Hey guys, so for the last 3 or 4 days, I have been dealing with getting some death threats against me online by individuals who I have no idea who they are, but apparently they are posting things about killing myself and other YouTubers who have been covering the Caitlin Nicole Davis story. And I personally did not know about this until another fellow YouTuber brought it to my attention. So I am extremely grateful that they did that. And I don't know a lot about what today's laws cover regarding online death threats or online violence. I know that there's so many ways that people can get away with things online now. Trolling, hating, whatever it is. But apparently you cannot make a death threat, even if it is just a threat or online. It can be a felony offense. So what I have been spending the last, 3 or 4 days doing is, as much as I can, collecting evidence on a specific individual who has threatened me. Not gonna reveal their name or where they live, but I have all the evidence here. I have contacted the local police in my town, and I have also contacted the local FBI branch because I could care less if I'm being over paranoid. But when you start threatening to actually kill somebody, and you don't seem that stable, and you have virtually, everybody around you agreeing that you need to get help, you're gonna be a little bit scared. And I've been really scared and really nervous, and so I didn't really even know what to do. But if it wasn't for other YouTubers who apparently had death threats also, making videos about what they did and showing you the protocol that you can do if this happens, and saying as long as you have evidence or you have some sort of a actual quote of the person saying that they want to kill you or they have a plan to kill you or whatever it is, then you have every single right to go to local authorities. So just to let that person and anybody else who has sent me a death threat, I have everything right here. It has all been and is continuing to be documented and given to my local authorities in town, as well as the FBI. I actually talked to somebody in the FBI regarding this situation. I don't want to give too many details because of, safety reasons, but I actually spoke with somebody at the FBI, and they were just really sweet with me on the phone. I didn't think that they would even take cyber threats at this point still as seriously when it comes to, people that are maybe YouTubers. We're not talking about, anybody really well known. And they were just very sweet. They talked to me. We were on the phone for probably an hour and a half, and it made me feel really good. It made me feel comforted because, like I said, I've been kind of scared and stressed out, even though most people would probably say, Jamie, don't take it seriously. Everything's going to be fine. But I have been getting death threats. Again, this is the pile. I am in documenting everything. I am sending it to my police. My police have taken everything. So to the person that has been threatening to kill myself or others, whether or not you realize it, I have forwarded everything to the authorities. I am not afraid of you. I will not stop doing what I am doing. I will not stop fighting for what I feel to be correct. Initially, just to give you guys a little bit of a background to what this, I'm assuming this specific person's problem is with me, is that I have been covering Caitlin Nicole Davis, her life, her suicide, the young girl who got a lot of attention online. And I've made a few videos covering her story, and her family has in fact been in contact with me. They reached out to me on multiple occasions because they felt that I would be able to be a good platform to hopefully get some justice in this case. And I'm doing it in a very sort of naive way. I am not directly involved with the case, but I kind of saw the family coming to me personally as a sign that this is something that, you know, perhaps I should investigate further. And the fact that they trust me or they feel that I'm credible enough to talk about it means a lot to me. And I think this person who is threatening to kill myself and other people questions our motives and our agenda. They feel that, you know, they're financial or whatever it is, which is kind of funny because you have people, huge YouTubers right now that get, you know, thousands and thousands of views and they're barely getting by. So imagine them, and then imagine somebody who's not even a grain of rice, you know, as far as how many people watch what I do and my audience size. I don't make anything, or I haven't been. I mean, it's almost laughable. It's probably in the negatives, but for whatever motive, you know, this individual has, they feel that they have to sort of be this white knight regarding the Caitlin Nicole Davis case, and they're putting all kinds of threats, and about myself and another YouTuber who's covering the story, and it's scary. And again, when this person came to me and told me about what this person was writing, this person apparently has several accounts that they are just using to facilitate whatever their opinion on the case is, and they're making threats against people like me, you know, people that are using their real name, that you guys see my real face every single day. These are people who are anonymous, who use anonymous names, they have anonymous channels. So these are people that I don't even know, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't make the threats less scary. It's scary. But having said that, I am in no way going to stop covering this case or investigating it or pushing for justice in this case. I am not going to be bullied or made to feel like, for whatever reason, I should be afraid and just shut my mouth because somebody doesn't like me or is questioning my motives. That's never going to happen because I know that I'm in this for the right reasons. There's nothing malicious about what I am doing, and I think that proof of that is the family came to me personally and is still. And in fact, I actually notified a member of the family, in Caitlin's family, about you, about what you have been doing. I gave them your name, your information, and, you know, sending death threats online, you guys, it's not smart because you're leaving a virtual footprint of everything that you're doing. And if you have a domain name, if you have a website dedicated to Caitlin Davis, you can take, in a matter of 5 minutes, you don't even have to be an expert hacker. We can find out who you are, where you live, and press charges if we have to, or arrest you if we have to, for threatening to kill somebody like me who you don't even know. So it's not really smart and it's not really wise to be making these threats. So again, to the person, if they see this, I don't know, because I've kind of gone on a, again, this was brought up to me by another individual, and again, I want to thank them because that was very nice of them. I didn't even know, but it's scary because you don't know what some of these online people are capable of, and just know that the authorities know who you are. They have all of your personal information. They will continue to watch you, and if they haven't come for you yet, they will. You cannot threaten to kill somebody online. You can't even allude to it online. It's not right. And if you think that that is somehow going to deter me from covering this case, you're wrong. Because I will not be threatened or made to be afraid when I know what I'm doing is right. And that's okay if you don't like me, or if you, you know, this hat is just, if you question my motives, that's fine. In fact, it's almost to be expected if you are getting kind of close with something, or you're getting, you know, if you're getting more attention regarding a certain story or a certain issue, that's when all of these kind of creepy people decide to come out of the woodwork because they want to have a piece of that for whatever their motive is. But you can't threaten people online. So, you know, just to anybody who's watching this now who is a public person or is a YouTuber and you are getting death threats or you have gotten death threats, there is something you can do. Don't feel that you're being paranoid or you're overreacting. In my opinion, everything you should take seriously. I I personally am responsible because I'm very naive when it comes to, you know, when you're investigating something or you're documenting something, which things you can and cannot share. And I got in trouble, you know, whatever, I don't even know how long it's been. This has been a crazy last few weeks, but I wasn't aware of certain lines that you could and could not cross when it comes to just documenting certain things and sharing them online. So I had to learn also. And I'm still very naive to like where that line is, because you want to protect yourself and you want to try to be safe with everything you do online. So I think as you start getting more popular and more attention, you want to just do whatever you have to protect yourself, but sometimes that crosses a line that you're not aware of. So if somebody is threatening you in any way on YouTube or on the internet with violence, this isn't trolling or, you know, doxing or whatever these terms are. If somebody is actually threatening your life online, the first thing you should do obviously is let your local authorities know. Document any and everything you can, screen grabs everything that you can. That's what I've been doing. I would just basically surf through all the evidence that people sent me where this individual was threatening to kill me. And I would just do, you know, screen cap, and save everything and then put it in a big file and then just give it to the cops as evidence. So screen grab everything, document everything, and I also, when I went to the authorities, printed out hard copies of everything, because I know that online is one thing, but it's nice to know that there's hard copies of evidence regarding things as serious as this. So go to your local police and give them a hard copy. Talk one-on-one if you can with an officer, let them know so they can kind of see, you know, they can kind of put a face to the name. And just tell as many people that you know about the individual, warn them. And if you feel like you're being paranoid, don't. Anything that scares you, you know, I can't quantify what is or isn't legitimate to somebody else, but if you're feeling afraid for your security, go to the cops. The laws over the years, as I have learned these last few days, have actually changed a lot to if you even threaten somebody's life online, even as a joke, there are many states and many countries where that's a felony and you can go away for many, many years. So threatening someone's life, laying out a plot on how you're going to kill somebody, as this individual did to me, you're looking at some serious jail time. So I would stop, I would be warned, and understand that you're going to have consequences if you do these sorts of things. And you may think you're getting away with it. You may think you're just, you know, holier than thou. You're getting away scot-free. And then one day, someone's going to come knocking at your door and they're going to arrest you because you threatened to kill somebody and you laid it out on multiple forums, on multiple websites. They were able to track your IP, and that's what I'm hoping comes to this individual. I don't know if it will. Hopefully they'll just stop because they'll realize that it's incredibly scary to do. And I think the most important thing, or the last thing that I wanted to say regarding this is, you know, it seems that we're all after the same, we all have a similar, we all became aware of a specific true crime story. We've wanted to discuss it. We want to have justice in the story. We're all like journalists, sort of researching it and trying to just keep it out there. So the more that we're talking about it, we all really do have a common interest here, because we're all keeping this person's name out there. We're talking about it. The family is talking to us. You know, this may have never happened if none of us were not talking about this. So that's a good thing. And we should come together regarding that. There is not one person that should be in charge of, you know, covering a specific case, you know, or thinking this person's better than that person. The more people that are talking about it, the better. Because there's so many of these cases that turn cold because people just move on and there's no interest. So instead of becoming childish and divisive and threatening to kill people whom you may or may not feel are doing it for the right reasons, you know, come together and let's sort of calm down and appreciate that we all have a similar goal that I know of. I know what my goal is, and it has been from day one. And anything that is a result of, you know, people feeling that another person is better at covering this, just forget all that. Just stop with all of this ridiculousness, this high school stuff, and let's all just fight for the greater good here, which is hopefully to find justice in a case that's just been really sad. But as I have said to the individual's parents, I think a really good lesson can come out of this, and maybe we can save other lives. But I am not going to be afraid because of your threats. I wanted to just make this video to let anybody know who's in a similar situation getting death threats that you do have options. Go to the police immediately, document everything. I called the FBI. The FBI is aware of it. Just do whatever you have to do. And, you know, if there's nothing there to worry about, then there's nothing there to worry about. But you don't want to jinx it just in case. So be safe, protect yourself, and thank you guys so much for watching this. And I will continue to talk about the issues that I talk about, and I will never, you will never scare me away or intimidate me or bully me or think that you're getting to me because I'm silent or because I don't pay attention to you or give you the attention that you want or think that you deserve. I will never stop fighting for the things that I believe in, and I will never give up, and I'm not afraid. So hopefully this video will help one or two people that are currently dealing with being threatened online. It's very scary. I was very scared at first, but I was proactive. I took action. Everybody knows about it now, and I feel really good. And please, please, please do the same thing if you're in a similar situation. It will give you a really good peace of mind if you just go out there and, you know, do some things. Thank you guys so very much for watching this, and I will see you in my next video.